1051.
It's Power 1051. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Special guest in the building.
That's right, Rocko the Don.
You don't even know it.
What's good?
ATL.
What's good?
You know, I was telling somebody the other day, I said, man, Rocko keep a street hit. Like, so you ain't even know it wasn't no surprise to me.
I mean, I try to stay relevant in the streets, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you always got to have something to fall back on. Like, even if you have a real big commercial hit, you know, if the street's standing up for you, you can always go back there. So,
but you ain't got to do music, man. You know, you got this guy named Future right now that's pretty bubbling out there.
Oh, yeah.
That you can just sit back and just collect some checks on.
Oh, yeah, that's no doubt.
Future ain't Rocko's first artist, though. You go back to what? Hitman Sammy Sam? Wasn't that your artist?
Yeah, Sam and Sam. I made a good little check off him.
Young Dro?
It was cool.
You introduced Dro to T.I.?
Yeah. No, they knew each other. They knew each other, but I kind of beat Tip to the punch. You know, I used to take Dro over to T.I. studio, and T.I. at the time, T.I. he was recording over somebody's beauty salon, and he was grinding it out. But Dro, you know, they had chemistry, and you know, I used to pick Dro up. He used to come to my furniture store, and
Rocko said his furniture store.
Yeah, he used to come to my furniture store. Then he was like, man, I'm rapping. I wanna sign. You know, I'm supposed to be doing something with Tip. He was like, take me over here. You know, and I took him over. I used to take him over there, and Tip was like, man, just give me a minute, get myself together, you know. And in the meantime, you know, I really didn't know much about music, but Dro, that was my round, you know, so I did what I could to help him.
So T.I. had to cut you a check for that too?
Then when Tip got in position, you know, he got himself together, then we worked it out, you know what I mean? You know?
Now, I hate to be a pocket watcher, but I've sat back for years and was like, how is Rocko getting money? Because you can tell you're getting some bread, and it's like, and you sitting around and have conversations, you ask people, you don't want to be too much of a pocket watcher, but you're like, how Rocko getting money? You said you had a furniture store.
He said pocket watch.
But Rocko's always been doing a lot of things behind the scenes for the longest.
Yeah, I mean, I move around, you know, I work my move. Like you just said, Sam and Sam, I made a nice little payday off of that. You know, and I was able to move around a little bit better. You know, after I did that shot, the Universal.
You was signed to Def Jam?
Yeah, but that was years later. I did the Def Jam thing. Shot to Def Jam. Def Jam, they, you know, gave me, you know,
nice
couple M's over there, you know what I mean? Shout to them. But, you know, I've been moving and grooving, you know, working my move wherever I can, wherever I see fit, you know. That's what hustlers do.
So how did you pick up Future?
Well, Future came to me, actually. He came to my studio. I was working with the Franchise Boys. He came to the studio. I took a liking to him, you know, and the rest history, you know. He's been rocking with me ever since.
So is he signed to you as an artist? Or?
Yeah, Future signed to A1 Recordings, my label.
Okay.
Yeah, I furnished him the Epic.
Now, last time when I saw you, I was in Atlanta, right? And I was leaving. It was their like birthday bash or whatever the big concert they had out in Atlanta. And then something happened to you. Somebody was like, "Oh, Rocko just got arrested as soon as we left." What happened?
Well, it was a lot of traffic. It was a lot of traffic.
I believe you were driving right in front of us too.
For real?
Yeah, and we seen it happen, and we were like, "What just happened?"
You
with
saw
Rocko?
me?
Yeah.
You saw it? Why you ain't call and check on me?
No, you know what? We did call and
She's too
check
busy
on you.
recording it.
I was like, "We'll start."
Yeah, man. Well, that was around the time I had just got my vertible, and it was a lot of traffic. I had the top down, you know, in Atlanta, you know, the top down, you know. You really, you know, my guys, I had left them because I was gonna go and do something right quick and come right back and come out on T.I. set. But so I was on the wrong side of the road, and I was driving down the wrong side of the road
trying to beat the traffic.
Trying to beat the traffic because I got a condo like a couple blocks over, you know. So I was riding the wrong side of the road, and I guess the cops, I ain't see them.
They saw you.
They saw me, you know. So they pulled me over. They ran my name, and I had to fade to appear. I had missed court, you know. When you're on the road, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard to keep up with all this stuff, man.
You need an assistant.
Yeah. I mean, but you know, it's like, you know, it's traffic stuff, man. You know how it be, the smallest things, man. But you know, that was a field day for everybody else who saw it. I ain't know you saw it.
Yeah, I was there, and they were like, I think that's
Rocko's
car.
It was the talk of the town, but I made history that night though. I got out of jail faster than anybody ever got out of jail, the Atlanta City jail.
How long you got?
Salute to my people.
How long you was in there?
Probably 30 minutes. Like, boy, Rocko would have done for real. It's by the time they can even close the door, I was at Magic.
Yeah, you sound like you didn't even get fingerprinted or nothing.
Hey, man.
The cops, did they mess with you in Atlanta, or are they cool with you?
Nah, they cool with me. All of them cool with me. You know, it was a situation that day. You know, the sergeant, just so happened the sergeant was there. You know, they had to do what they had to do, so I respect it.
Do you run that like, well, I'm Rocko. I was just performing. I'm trying to hurry up and get back, and I'm.
I ain't no telling what I said that day. I try to work my move. I'm like, hey, but it is what it is.
Now I was just listening to your mixtape, and some of your songs, a lot of it is about you being like the underdog, and now you feel like it's your time to shine.
Nah,
a couple of the first songs. Well, the first couple
only
of songs.
One song. I only said it on one song.
Okay.
On Feels Good.
Yeah.
Feels good to be the underdog. They never see you coming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I only say that one time.
My favorite joint is keep them squares up out your circle.
Oh yeah, you love that.
Tough to
Do you still feel like you're an underdog though?
I do. But I don't know. I really can't say.
But it seems like your rap resume don't compare to your street resume, because in the street you get money, people respect you, but in rap it's like, okay, there go Rocko again. You know what I mean? It's like your rap resume don't.
Rocko.
I don't think it's fair.
Absolutely.
I just don't think the rap
I
resume compares to the street resume.
Absolutely. I remember when we were at Def Jam and we were bringing Rocko over, they would just say he don't listen, he gonna do whatever he want to do.
Well, that's not being scared of somebody.
They were scared of him.
That's because you got your own thing going on. It ain't like it's hard to talk to a boss.
You know what I heard people say about Rocko? He want too much damn money. That's what they say. He want a lot of money. That's what people say.
Hey. That's no lie. Drake voice.
But I mean, is it hard though? Is it hard being like a person who's self-sustained, you're independent, you get your own money? Is it hard doing business with other guys who are trying to rape you? Because that's all they're trying to do.
I mean, it's not hard, you know what I'm saying? It's just the balance, you know what I'm saying? You gotta find a balance. You gotta be in one with yourself, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be a stand-up person. Like yay or nay, you know what I mean? Like, no, I'm not gonna go for that. I'm not a gopher. It's gonna take this. Let's do it. If you don't wanna do that, then don't call my phone, don't email me. Straight up like that.
Wow.
You know?
Now you recently said you wasn't feeling T-Pain's shots at Future.
Nah, I mean, like I said, it was a situation where I had respect for T-Pain. He came in the game, he did his thing, he made his money, he milked the game. I just didn't understand why he felt the need to take the low blow.
Because Future took his trap.
At my little bro, huh?
Future took his trap.
But at the end of the day, that's cool. But Future got family. You're not going to say anything grease about my family, period. We at your neck.
Charlamagne said some things about Future, too.
I'll tell you what I said.
You sure
I
did.
said Future makes great records, but he's not a good lyricist. He makes great records and great hooks, but he's not a good lyricist.
You say he sucks as a rapper.
I disagree.
That's
you
what
think he can rap?
I know he can rap.
I like his hooks. I think he makes great songs.
But before you heard him on hooks, he was making rap songs.
I love listen, like I said, I love his records. I just don't think he can rap. I don't think he got bars, but I like his hooks, and I think he makes great songs.
He got balls.
But Charlamagne said that early on, and he didn't know what was going to. I think you were kind of wrong.
I heard more Future than y'all. I'm from South Carolina. I've been on Future mixtapes and everything. I've heard Future's mixtapes. I like his hooks. I think he makes great songs in the club, but just from lyrical content and verses, I wasn't feeling.
You got to really listen. Some stuff be going over people's head, though.
Future's most lyrical record to me is I Deserve It. I think he snapped on that.
Now, Rocko, let's talk about the fact that everybody was saying for a minute that you were going to be on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
That's false.
So it wasn't true. I was actually kind of excited to see you on there. I was like, Rocko's going to do Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I know he's going to wild out. So where did that rumor come from?
I'm not sure where that came from.
They didn't ever try to meet with you?
I was in talks with VH1 about doing a show, and I never disclosed the name of the show. And we actually taped a couple times, and then I decided it was something I didn't want to do. Because it was a situation where I was like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and we were like moving at the speed of light, and we hadn't had a chance to really work all the logistics out as far as like, cause anytime we're dealing with me, I gotta be in control of my image. You know what I'm saying? So when it came down to the logistics, when we couldn't work that part of it all the way out, then I was like, well, no bueno.
What kind of show was it?
I don't even care to talk about.
It wasn't a cooking show, I can say that right.
Was it like For the Love of Rocko or something?
Nah, it was gonna be a cool show though. It's gonna be a cool show.
So does this mean it's something that you might be considering doing somewhere else? And that's why you don't want to talk about it?
As far as like, it's like with me, I'm kind of all over the place right now, just trying to balance everything out. I'm just still trying to find that balance in my life to where I could, like allocate the time to do something like that, because I'm all over the place and I'm a full-time father, to my boys and everything. So, it's just really all about finding that balance. Do I can find the time to do it? I'm open to do it though. You know what I mean? But it had to be a situation on my terms.
I don't know if VH1 got the bag you on over there.
Hey, I don't know.
They like to lowball you.
I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, I know.
I heard about y'all's show, but I'm gonna interview you later though. I already interviewed you one time.
I know he did.
Uh-oh. Now, all over the headlines this week is Rick Ross. And I think you did an interview where you said you took Rick Ross off the song. And the reason you took him off the song was because of the heat that was going on with him. Is that true?
That's false. I never took him off the song, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, I live by a code of ethics, you know what I'm saying? We went in, when I initially did the record, I did the record with him on it, you know, and I would never take him off the song. But just because the situation that I'm dealing with the song, all the scrutiny, you know, I had the audible. You know, it's just like when you're a quarterback, you're at the line of scrimmage, you see them coming from that way, you gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta call, you gotta audible. So what I did was for radio, I just, all the verses I got several verses from all different artists. So I said what I was gonna do, I was gonna, like every week, I was gonna put a different artist from a different verse from a different artist on it, and just put it out clean. Just for radio, you know what I mean? So if you look at on the net, all the verses I put out, they clean.